Yeah.
All right. Hello? Looks like I have no camera yet again. What is with this? This just happened the other week. Bear with me one moment, please. There it is. Why that wasn't working before is beyond me. Okay. So, TSD Rally. Just a quick little thing here. I got a couple of route books from some TSD rallies I did before. Maybe I'll bring these up again later on, so I'm gonna go over some basics here. Do one of the stages. Tell some stories about some of the TSD rallies I did. Do another stage. A couple other things. Do another stage. A couple other things. Do another stage. Make it like a bit of a show and tell, I guess, as far as this stream goes. So TSD Rally, as opposed to Stage Rally, the biggest difference is you're not competing for fastest time. You're trying to arrive on time, so not early and not late. The person who's closest to on time all the time, not just at the finish line, but all the checkpoints as well, is the person who walks away victorious. So you're given a route book, one of these at the start, depending on how challenging of a rally it's meant to be. You might get it a little bit ahead of time, so you have a little bit of prep work to do. This was for the 2018 Hunting of the Snark Rally with Calgary Sports Club, which is probably completely out of focus. But I competed this in the historic class. I have a medal from it even for first historic driver. That was first of one entrant, so that was I think I came in like second last, maybe even dead last overall. But I couldn't do rookie anymore because I was too many rallies in to do the rookie category at the point. But so you're given this at the start and the route book. Let me just flip a little further ways in to make it look a little bit more interesting. Maybe what I'll do for this portion, let me just scale up this camera. Ooh. There we go, nice and big. I'll focus. Again, come on, find focus. That's approximately in focus. So the route book here, it looks like this. So we got these, which are called tulips. Those are basically the generic symbol for what it is, basically straight ahead, or I see one over Texas Gate. There's a description for each one as well there. On the very far left column, tells you what average speed should be for the sector. And then there's cumulative distance, and then there's the intermediate distance. So the cumulative distance is how far you are from the start of the stage. However, they don't call it stages in this, they call it regularity, which you'll see in WRC. Excuse me, sorry. It's not called TSD Rally here, it's called Regularity Rally, which I think in Europe that's the more common name for it, whereas here it's more commonly known as TSD, at least in Canada anyways. So basically, you know your average speed, you know the distance between each checkpoint, but between each instruction, and through that, the distance and the speed, you should be able to derive the time. So those are your three things to make TSD: time, speed, and distance. So that means you should know at what point on each section of the stage what time you should arrive here at. So this one, this was my dad doing the navigation for me, and so at this first checkpoint, he have it set. The next instruction here, we should reach this Texas Gate at 54 seconds into the regularity. The next instruction, a medium right, caution, medium right with exposure, we should have arrived at that at 3 minutes and 7 seconds, and 4 minutes and 22 seconds, and 5 minutes and 4 seconds. Now, why are we figuring out the time for every single instruction? It's because you don't know where the checkpoints are going to be, and that's one thing. There's a difference here in this, and I'm going to try and change some options in the game to alter. So you don't know where the checkpoints are going to be, so you need to try and be on time all the time, because if you're all of a sudden way fast or way slow and all of a sudden you're into a checkpoint, for every second you are off your target time, either fast or slow, you are given a certain number of points. Does it say in here? Scoring right there. One grace allowance of 1 second in either direction. So it's 1 point per second. So 1 second off, 1 point, 2 seconds off, 2 points, etc. to a maximum of 300 points. That means you're 500. That would make you 5 minutes off of the target time. Maximum penalty for a single regularity is 600 points, so 10 minutes total. And yeah. So that's sort of the basis for Regularity Rally. I'm going to shrink this screen back down, and we're going to get started here. What I should do is set up a duplicate of that, so next time I'm talking I should just be able to switch it over, so one moment. There we go, and then scale that one up. Maybe I'll even put it in the center and turn that off, and now I should just be able to swap between the two. There we go. So all the TSD rallies I've done up until this point, I've competed in my 1970 Ford Maverick, which is a bit of an atypical rally car, but front engine, rear drive, early 70s, technically economy car, but it is a little bit on the sportier side, so I feel like this Opel Kadett is a fitting alternative to it, both in style and I mean, it's 4-cylinder instead of an inline 6, but and this produces a fair bit more horsepower than what my Maverick produces. But we're going to take that car and go to the first regularity. So in terms of location, we're doing Rally Pacifico.
Great to welcome you back as our crews make last-minute checks heading into
And I'm using this one because one of my favorite YouTubers is doing
All right, here we are.
I'll let this guy
Rally
talk here for a
Pacifico.
second.
I didn't get to race here too much myself, but it's a great rally location. Who wouldn't love flying down jungle line roads, eh?
One of my favorite YouTubers, GP Laps, is doing a historic rally challenge here with in the stage rally mode. And I figured a TSD is a good way to learn the stages ahead of time. You know what? I'm going to go turn on the lights above me because it's really dark in this room for as far as the camera goes. So, one moment. That's a little better. I'm just looking to see if I can turn off the yes, on-screen display. I don't want the progress bar on, because that will show me where the checkpoints are, and in real life you don't know where the checkpoints are coming. Basically, when you see a car parked on the side of the road facing the road, especially if it's slightly obscured by a tree or a rock or something, then you know it's a checkpoint. So otherwise you don't see it until you're right next to it. So I'll turn that progress bar off so I don't know when it's coming, because otherwise it gives me a little bit of an advantage to know when I should slow down or not. I've done a couple TSD rallies in this already, just to sort of try out the mode, and I found the opponents to be fairly easy. Extremely easy at the default difficulty. I did fairly poorly on the very first one I tried until I kind of got the hang of how they work in EAWRC. Once I kind of got the hang of it, I was finishing first every single regularity, almost 0 points for each of them. So I upped the difficulty, and that got me to a point where I was overall winning over the rallies, but still maybe second or third on each regularity. So I figured, you know what, I'm going to crank the difficulty right up to 100%, and then now I'll turn that off. Now it should be a proper challenge. I'm going to have to pay close attention to my co-driver, who you'll notice the pace notes aren't quite the same as your typical rally pace notes. It's no longer 1 left into 3 right, 100, caution over crest, all that kind of stuff. It's more generic, more simplified, because that's essentially what you have in these notebooks, is something a little bit more simple. Basically only calling out the corners that need to be warned about. And we'll get underway here. I do have to run this game with the graphics set fairly low, so please ignore the grass textures. I see the game is lagging quite a bit on the stream. It is not lagging for me on my screen in front of me, so we'll see what we can do with that.
The target average speed for this stage is 64
okay, maybe it's okay. Still got a target average speed of 64 kilometers per hour. Now these are basically just running on the weird. Sorry, the stream looked like it was lagging again. Basically just running on the stage rally stages. Just the notes are called out differently. It's about averaging your speed. I'll point out one other big difference when I get to the finish of the stage, and then we'll do a little bit of story time again before the next one.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Medium right, medium left.
Oh boy, is that ever choppy. Okay, 1 second here. That is unwatchable for you guys. Let me see if I can fix that. That might make it look not so great, but maybe it won't be so choppy.
Hard right.
No, that's still basically a slideshow, isn't it?
Hard right. Medium left.
Yeah, it's buttery smooth on my monitor, but 1 second here. What can we do? What can we do? I wonder if I do something like go full on windowed. And then let's I want to hide the taskbar. Okay, maybe this will be better. Not certain it will be, but we'll see. Yes, that is much better. Now what if I go to borderless mode?
Medium left.
Nope, it's got to be windowed. Okay. Not ideal, because we got the thing across the top, but It'll have to do for today. You know what? Since there was all that distraction, let's just go right back to the start. Because I've already forgotten my target speed.
The target average speed for this stage is 64 kilometers per hour.
64 kilometers per hour. Okay. Put it in first gear. And let's do this.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go medium right, medium left.
Yeah, that's looking much better. Whoa! Okay, that's gonna give us a little bit of they're gonna need a bit of a hustle to catch up to our target speed. And yeah, penalty points if you're stopped on stage. Ooh, Scott moving just in time.
Pick up the pace along, hard right.
Okay, we're gonna have to really hustle now.
Medium right of the crest. Medium left.
Ooh.
Hard left. Hard right. Medium left. Road gets more twisty from here. Medium left, medium right. Medium left. Increase your pace. Medium right.
There's also a speed limit, of course, that I can't break, just like how these would be done in real life.
Medium left. Medium right.
Because in real life, these are done on public, non-closed roads, so this is actually probably a little faster than what would be permitted in a real-life TSD rally. This would probably be quite frowned upon.
Medium right. Medium left.
Oh, come on, come on, come on. There's our first checkpoint. We're 5 seconds behind.
That sector.
Not good, not good. Okay, now we're gonna have to slow her down a little bit.
Reduce your pace.
That's one thing that's a little bit different, is it's not
Pace.
average speed per sector, it's based on start to finish, so
Right, unseen.
if you're late at one checkpoint, you still gotta pick up the pace to make sure you're on time at the second one. It's not just
Go
your
left.
time from checkpoint to checkpoint.
Need to pick up the pace along.
Maybe that is the way where regularity rallies are a little bit more
Medium
popular,
right,
but
hard left.
that is the way it is done
Medium
here,
right.
unless I'm mistaken.
Keep this pace. Hard left.
He did say keep this pace, didn't he? And I've been kind of cooking it through here now.
Pick up the pace slightly.
No, pick it up a little bit more.
Medium left of the crest.
Ah, welcome, Astro Racing. Oh no, I'm not watching the road.
Faster section coming up.
I'll read your comment when I'm done the regularity, maybe. Thanks for tuning in, though, by the way.
Maintain this pace. That was a perfect sector.
Look at that, perfect sector.
Hard right,
I must
right
say,
here.
having the progress bar turned off makes this a lot more in line with what it's like in real life, not knowing when that checkpoint's coming.
Right entry chicane. Hold this pace.
So this is,
Increase the pace a bit.
ooh, pick it up a little
Hard
bit.
left.
Lots of pretty casual driving. It's not near as intense. This is a pretty common starting point for people getting into rally. which is why I think it's fantastic that they included it in the new WRC game. Really good to kind of get a good team flow going with you and your co-driver.
Try to maintain this pace.
I've even had some TSDs where I was in, I think he said go right. I was talking, not fully listening.
Pick up your pace.
People competing in the Canadian Rally Championship, entering in these TSD cars with their stage rally cars, just to kind of
Drop your pace slightly.
get
Go
used
straight.
to it.
Keep this pace. Hard right. Hard left. Medium left.
I feel like there was something I was talking about before I got sidetracked.
Hard left. Decent sector.
Ooh, a little bit behind. Not as bad as the first sector, though.
Medium left. Medium right. Slowing. Hard left.
I'm going to have to pick it up a little bit. That was a bit of a slow start to the sector. Ooh.
Medium right. Hairpin left. Unseen. Need to pick up the pace along. Go right here.
Oh my goodness, what was that? Pretty big bump on the edge of the road there.
Left here. Need to pick up the pace along. Reduce your pace a little. Pick up the pace slightly.
Ooh, getting some frame drops in game. It looks like the stream has really
Right here.
taken a... Okay, come on, stream. What is going on there? That was horrendous. I'll take a moment to read your comment there, Astra. And we're just learning about the TSD from Top Gear. I wouldn't mind looking into the Top Gear episode. That sounds like a lot of fun. Is there a Kananaskis TSD? I know the Kananaskis rally itself is a stage rally. I think the Loop Rally one year when I did it used a lot of the roads that the Kananaskis rally uses. Starting in High River. That sounds like it would, when you say starting in High River, that makes me think that must be the Loop Rally. No, the game was not lagging. On my screen, the lag was smooth. Just the stream was lagging, which is infuriating. I don't know why it does that to me sometime. I'm just going to hit resume, and maybe by chance it'll be nice and smooth. We're getting close to the end of this regularity anyways. No, it is not smooth.
Increase your pace.
In fact, the game is lagging a little bit. We're just tough it out to the end of the stage here.
Pace is good. Go
It's
left
not
here.
lagging near as much as what you see on stream right now. It's maybe, I don't know, 30 frames per second, as opposed to the 2 that you can see there. We're gonna have to cook it across the finish line.
Over finish. Hard left to stop.
Sorry for the slideshow. Oops, no, you hit that Marshall. Man, that is so bad. Why is it? And I see my camera is lagging now too, it looks like. Urgh, is that ever frustrating? 10 points, though. And first place got 5. And now all of a sudden it is looking like it's buttery smooth. Anyways. Or is it smooth? Oh yeah, it's smooth. I am going to switch over to this screen again. I'm going to tinker with some options while I'm... So, I'm talking about some differences here. So the biggest, or second biggest difference between this and real life TSD is if you've played EA WRC or basically any other rally game, Dirt Rally 2, etc., you'll recognize that that stage I was on was definitely a stage rally stage, not the way it is on TSD Rally. You don't get spectators because you're literally just cars driving on public roads, and ideally, if you're a good citizen, you're not speeding or breaking any rules. And honestly, if you ever do enter a TSD, please don't break the laws of the road. It's still a public road. That looks bad on the club organizing it. So like I said early on in the stage, at one point I was having to push pretty hard, and that'd be much harder driving than you should be doing in a TSD rally in real life. I'm just dropping some graphic settings down in the background while I'm talking here. And then of course, with it being a stage rally thing, the roads... My camera battery just died. Let me swap that battery out. All right, and we're back any second here. There we are. So the roads that you're not supposed to take on the stage rally are, of course, blocked off. When you're doing a real TSD rally, those, of course, are still not blocked off because the roads are not closed for TSD rally. You're still on a public road. So not only is it about showing up on time, it's also about not getting lost. And that is sometimes the hard part. I'm just finding a page here with a good example. Yes, right here. The very bottom instructions. We've got plenty of intersections. This one here is a T intersection. You would take the option to the left rather than straight. We got another T intersection where you take the option to the right instead of going straight. We've got crossroads. Another T intersection where you're coming up to the bottom of the T and you're going to the right. Forks on the road tells you which way to go. You get the point. And sometimes, I don't think I have the route book here, and even if I did, I wouldn't even know where to find it. They'll throw a curveball at you where there's 2 intersections in pretty short succession, and then tell you to go straight at one and then left at the other, or even more difficult, sometimes they'll have it right if it's right next to a driveway. Driveways are not marked in the route book, but intersections are. It's when you're out in some of these back roads, some of these driveways are long driveways. The person's property is hidden way off in the distance. It looks like a regular road. Why is the stream lagging again? What is with this? Let's do that for now so it's nice and smooth. Sometimes that person's driveway will look like a road if you're not paying attention to the signs, and then they'll use the intersection immediately afterwards and then because they know lots of people will probably make a mistake there and maybe make a small miscalculation. It looks like they should turn at the person's driveway. You don't want to do that all the time because obviously people living there don't like it when a whole grid of rally drivers come knocking at their door. But so if you make a mistake, you realize, oh, this is the driveway, let's get turned around, let's back on the road. You take the next turn where you were supposed to turn in the first place, and bam, there's a checkpoint right there. Not enough time for you to even correct the little bit of time loss that you had. The other thing, if you look here, there's speed limit changes. And then also with the speed limit changes, there's also target average speed changes on each of these. That's probably out of focus. Let me pull that into focus here. There we go. So we got the very bottom two ones, and another one up a little further. That's the indicator for where this starts. Sign on right. So this is literally the speed limit sign is using for your reference point. But of course, since you don't want people breaking the law, yes, the loop rally. And actually, this happens. Nope, this is not loop rally. Loop rally right here. So yeah, that's what I was getting at there, showing the speed limits. During stage, your target average speed will change as you go, whereas on EA WRC, your target average speed is set from start to finish, but either way, it's still super cool. With the navigational aspect, coming full circle to what I was talking about not getting lost, the very first one I did, which happened to be the loop rally, which is one of those trickier ones. It starts in the evening, ends in the morning, so you're basically starting at sunset and finishing at sunrise. You also don't get the route book ahead of time. They hand it to you at the starting line when the timer says go, and you're figuring everything out on the fly. That was the very first TSD rally I did, was the loop rally. Just trying to get this in focus again. I think. Come on. Focus on this thing. There we go. That's probably the closest I'm going to get it. Where was I in that thought process? Yeah, probably one of the most challenging TSD rallies you could start with. But it is a ton of fun. Me and my co-driver, we knew we weren't going to get anywhere close to our target times. It was all about not getting lost and making it to the finish line. And it was absolutely wild. We probably got lost at least 3 times. And we got, in one of those times, we got pretty badly lost. But man, what an experience that first time. There was a point down by, we were near Beaver Mines down in southern Alberta. And this particular regularity, it lasted for over an hour. It was a long time where we were just navigating based off of the route book alone in the pitch dark of night and roads we've never seen before in my old Maverick. And there's a section, and very fittingly on the loop rally, it actually had a looping section of road where you'd actually drove a section of the road twice. And it was at this moment that I'm like, this is cool. This is, I mean, I know it's not stage rally, but it felt like we were on a stage rally because I don't know how it is in the rest of the world, but in Alberta, especially as you know, Astra, the speed limit on an unmarked gravel road is 80 kilometers an hour. So lots of times we're on these technically unmarked gravel roads that you probably, if you don't really know what you're doing, you shouldn't be going 80k on. But of course, that's what the speed limit is. So they try to make it fairly engaging of a drive. So we're on this twisty gravel road, and then trying to average. They don't make you average 80. They usually make it like 72 because you got to slow down for the corners, of course. So if you're basically driving the speed limit as close to it as possible at all times, it makes it so you're going quick through the corners still. So going through this twisty, and it's actually kind of muddy in that area at the time of year that we were in. And it said, watch for rally traffic coming from the right. So as my co-driver reads it out, I look over down the intersection to the right, and there's headlights of a Subaru coming right at us. And Mike's like, "Oh, you mean like that?" And he's like, "Yeah, like that." And we were quite a bit behind on this time. And my Maverick is not made for these kind of conditions. It was muddy and rutty. It wasn't really a gravel road. It was a straight up dirt road with mud and ruts and farmers going through there with their tractors and trucks. So it's rough and bumpy. There's one section where the road itself was washed out, so I used this, and it looked like that's probably what the people driving through the area do, just to avoid this big, muddy, washed out section of road. I went around it, but the Subaru went splashing through it. I'm like, this is so cool. And then I just seen the Subaru taillights, and you could hear his car go off into the distance because he looks like he had done it a few times before. He was plus he had actually already seen that section of road because he went and did that full loop and was on his second pass through that section before it. Later on, we would go right and then do that loop, and then when we get that section again, you go left. He went left because he had already gone through there. We went right. But it was so cool, so cool. And then the regularity after that, it was actually this is in the pitch black at night. There's certain times when we were, as far as I could tell, up on top of a mountain, but didn't realize it until we caught a glimpse of the horizon in the moonlight. It was like, whoa, we are literally going over a mountain right now. And there was one regularity and this is back when I had the older, smaller engine in my car, and it was. It had a hard time getting up that mountain. But then when we got down to the opposite side, coming back down the other side, so much fun. I can't recommend it enough. Anyways, we're going to switch back to this view, and we're going to move on to the next regularity. I'm going to turn down a couple other items in the graphics here. See if we can maintain a smooth frame rate. That's a hard task in the new WRC game. As you can see, because it immediately started lagging again. But let's just get to the next stage and see if it runs smoothly or not.
And back to the action for one of the shorter stages now on this loop. With all still to play for, the drivers will be looking to push hard here to gain any advantage.
Oh, and with the note of the loop rally, how it starts at sunset and then runs overnight and finishes at sunrise, I sort of set this up with that very rally in mind. So, as you can see, the sun is starting to set now. This is so laggy. I'm really, really frustrated with how laggy this is. I don't know. We'll start going. We'll see if it's smooth. I have a hunch it won't be. But let's go. Oh man, is that ever bad?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go slight left. Go right here.
Yeah, my game is again smooth. What is with this? And that's we're gonna basically run this game on potato graphics. See if we can see if we can get some resemblance of smooth smooth motion. This is going to look like absolute trash, but maybe it'll run smoothly. Buttery smooth on my end. I don't know why it's so janky on the stream.
Medium right. Medium left of the crest. Go straight. Medium right. Through junction.
Waiting for a straight section. I'll pause it again. I'll tinker with the graphics some more and see if we
Increase the
can...
pace a bit. Hard right. And
Oh, did it start going smooth there for a moment?
hard left.
It's almost...
Go straight.
almost smooth. Not really, though.
Medium left.
There it is. Now it's kind of smooth. Okay, we're going to go with this. We'll go with
You
this.
really need to reduce your pace.
Thanks for tolerating the poor frame rate on the stream. Oh boy, are we ever early. Oh my goodness. Oh,
Ahead of the
ouch.
pace in that sector.
Yeah. Ouch.
Go right here. Approaching a more open section.
We're going to be
Space
hard
is
pressed
really
to... Ooh, target speed's 53. No wonder I was so far ahead. Okay. Let's slow that down. I was thinking I must be off.
Pick up the pace slightly. Go left here.
Yeah, it looks like the stream is slightly choppy again, but trust me, it's not me good at tolerating bad frame rate. It's actually running smoothly on my screen. I don't know why it's so bad on the stream. Because I would not tolerate that if that's what I could actually see.
Hard right. Medium left. Medium right. Hard left. Medium right. Good sector.
That's more like it.
Medium right. Medium left.
So yeah, on Friday or Saturday, I'm going to be doing the same stages on GP Laps's crazy historic rally club that he's got going on right now.
Drop your pace slightly.
Okay, now I'm actually getting some lag in the game.
Increase the pace a bit.
The performance of
Hard right.
EAW series does have some work to do. It's so inconsistent. Sometimes it runs smooth, sometimes it lags horribly. The lag I'm getting is not as bad as what's showing up on stream, but
Try to maintain this
it's not
pace.
great.
Medium
Bit
left.
rate maybe? Yeah, maybe it's a bit rate. Maybe I should try dropping that a little bit. I wonder if I can change that while I'm still streaming. I don't
Reduce
actually
your
know.
pace a little. That sector was great. Lower your pace. Go left here.
Yeah, that is absolutely horrible.
Increase
That
your
looks
pace.
completely unwatchable. Let me get around this corner here. And then, what is with that? I know with the Streamlabs. Oh, dang it. Yeah, I'm on OBS Studio. Let's see here. Can I go into the settings? and stream. It looks like the bitrate tab is there. Let's drop it down to I don't know if that messes with it or not. I think I messed it up. Is it still streaming? I'm gonna have to quickly check on my phone to see if the stream is even still going. Yes, it is. Okay, perfect. It showed select stream to get started on the thing. So awesome, thank you. No, never mind. That's working fine. Okay, now that I've dropped that down to 4,000 kilobytes per second, maybe it'll be a little bit more cooperative. I've got pretty good internet here. It's not fiber, but but it's about as good as it can get on cable. I don't think it's better. Doesn't look much better. Looks about as bad as it was before.
Drop your pace slightly.
But
Go right here.
let it go for a minute. Maybe it'll smooth out. Or maybe the changes weren't taken because the stream was still running.
Need to pick up the pace a lot.
Is the audio smooth at least when the stream is that bad?
Reduce your pace a little. Right entry chicane. We're on course to arrive on time. Go right here. Jump over finish to stop.
This is pretty darn awful. Yes, audio technically uses zone bitrate, so clear as day. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Because nothing worse than choppy audio. And now it looks smooth. Why does this do this to me?
Wow, they will be pleased with that one. Excellent stage for this pairing, and it moves them up the standings.
Fell down the leaderboard a little bit, but still approximately in the middle. We got 3 more regularities to go. Aha, nice and choppy again, I see. Maybe let's go crazy and drop it down to... I've got another idea. Let's go to the game capture. instead of selecting a display. Can I have it capture the game instead? Maybe that's what I need to do. Back to this for a minute. And I'll just put this on just so there's a little bit of background noise. Doesn't look much better. It still looks nice and... oh! We're smooth. Would you look at that? So the just trying to think what's an exciting moment in a TSD rally to talk about. There's a lot. It was the ones I've done have been a lot of fun. Mudlark Rally. That was a fun one. I have a route book for it somewhere. I don't know where it went. That one, rather than going from Calgary area to the west into the mountains, instead we started, I think we actually started right at the Calgary Sports Car Club clubhouse, and then headed east towards Drumheller, then into the Rosebud area, through the Badlands, like a desert rally. It was really cool. Super dusty. My co-driver had a pretty funny Instagram post. This is back when hashtag no filter was kind of a big thing, and he took a picture of the inside of my trunk, and the caption on his Instagram post said, "This is what the inside of my lungs looks like, hashtag no filter." And it was just absolutely coated in dust. Man, it is really choppy video again. I don't know why it's doing this. This is just awful. If I click on OBS Studio, it is all of a sudden somewhat smooth. But as soon as I go back to the game, it's just horrendous. Ooh. Hang on. I wonder if I switch back to full screen mode here. Sorry, bear with me 1 second here. I'm just thinking out loud. That same rally, yeah, going out towards Drumheller. Lots of high speed on that one. I mean, like, it's not as twisty of roads through that area. So even though the speed limit's still like 80, rather than having the target average of 72, I wish I had the route book to actually confirm this, but I feel like our target average speed was actually closer to 80, so we really had to try and maintain 80k as much as possible. It was, I don't know, pulling a number out of thin air. I would say maybe it was more like 76. So lots of higher speed corners through this. It was like, warning, the stream what? Sorry, I've got a warning on my screen here. Lower than the recommended bit rate. Okay, so let's go back. So the bit rate actually is successfully changing. Let me load the bit rate back up to what it was before. And anyway, so high speed, really dusty. So Sorry, I'm just thinking out loud again while I'm trying to fix this. Oh, I shouldn't have this on screen. There we go. High speed. So there's a ferry out by Drumheller, and I don't know, there's just something so cool about this moment. We got through one. This is like just before our we had sort of like a bit of a lunch break along the fuel stop break in Drumheller, and at the end of this one regularity, we got to this river, and in the route book, it told us basically telling us to board the ferry so we can cross the river. And it's like, but if the ferry's not open, go around and then take this bridge and yada yada yada. It would cut 15 minutes out of our fuel stop break, basically. So we all basically tried to go see if the ferry was open, and it was. So we all loaded our cars onto this ferry for a short little trip across the river, and it's just a ferry full of really dusty cars, and everyone's got like dust all over their faces. There was one of my friends at the time. He had like really tight curly hair, and he had a bit of a beard going on, and it was just completely saturated with dust. Like his hair color looked completely different. Everyone had like dirt in their pores. Me and my co-driver, I had for some reason I had some bandanas in my car, so we like tied the bandanas over our face like old Western bandits, and it was just like, I don't know. The whole thing it just seemed really fun. It seems completely counterintuitive, but our best way to keep the dust down in the car was to drive with the windows down, because so much dust would just make its way into the car through all the orifices in the car, just like coming through the vents and everything. So if we roll the windows down, we get some positive pressure of airflow into the car, and because is basically why rally cars have roof scoops. That's so they get some positive air pressure in the car to keep the dust out of the car, and having the windows open actually helped with that a little bit. It was still super dusty in there. That one sort of finished right smack dab in the middle. That was probably the biggest rally in terms of numbers. I think there's 28 entrants in that one. Most of the ones I've done have been more in the single digits, but still, so much fun. So much fun. Okay, anyways, we're gonna move on to the next stage here. I need to switch my camera back to the other one.
And back to the action for one of the shorter stages now on this loop.
And we're
All still to play for.
into the nighttime.
To gain any advantage they can.
The target
It
average
looks-
speed for this stage.
Sorry. The target average speed is what? 53. He was started saying it, but he didn't finish. What was I saying? I don't know. Either way, the stream looks like it's going somewhat smooth now, so maybe we fixed it. Knock on wood.
4, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, we got to nail this one. We had a bad couple
Go
irregularities.
left here. Left entry chicane. Reduce your pace.
Oops, scraped that hay bale a little bit. So
Hold your
53k.
current pace. Increase the pace a bit. Go left here. Need to pick up the pace along.
Yeah, it's looking nice and smooth now. Thanks for tolerating the slow frame rate yet again.
Keep this pace. Go right here. Pick up the pace slightly. your pace slightly.
Not being able to tell when the checkpoints are coming definitely makes this a bit more of a challenging experience. So I should be at the checkpoint in about 16 seconds. I have no idea where it is going to be. That's the other thing. I shouldn't even have that timer on screen technically. We're a little early, but not too bad.
Go straight. Pick up the pace slightly. Reduce your pace. Medium right. Medium left. Slowing. Go right here. Need to pick up the pace along. Lower your pace.
Now that it's nice and smooth, it's really tempting to bump my graphics back up to the way it was before.
Right entry chicane. Reduce your pace.
We'll get that between stages maybe.
Reduce your pace. Go left here.
Oh, there's a checkpoint right there, right in the corner.
Decent sector.
Could have been better.
Try to maintain this pace.
This is considerably more challenging with how high I've cranked the computer opponents.
Increase your pace. Lower your pace.
This particular regularity makes it seem like TSD Rally must be the most boring thing in the world. This is a pretty relaxed drive, but when you get into the longer stages,
Reduce your pace a little.
the amount of concentration that it takes to stay, trying to stay on time all the time, and then having the co-driver telling me to speed up or slow down, or
Try to maintain this pace. Go straight.
describing a particular note again for me to understand it. If I misunderstood, if it was like
Hard left. Crest.
left turn in an intersection, okay, but it's like a T intersection or a cross intersection. And if it's T intersection, is it a T at the top or a T down with one side to go, or
Need to pick up the pace along.
yeah.
Go right here. Medium right.
Where's the checkpoint? There it is. We're a little late.
Open hairpin left. We arrived too late to that sector. Hard right.
A little too much
Current pace is
talking.
good.
Not enough paying attention.
Increase the pace a bit. Go left here. Go right here. Increase your pace. Hard left.
Oh,
Hard left. Unseen. Hard left. left, hairpin right. Go left here. Don't come to a stop or we'll be penalised. Medium right.
I think we're probably way behind. That was a really tricky section. Oh.
Hold your current pace. Slowing. Medium left. Medium right.
I'm actually getting a fair bit of lag in game right now, which is really annoying. This always seems to happen in this game in the final sector of a stage.
Go right here. Try to maintain this pace. Go left here.
Oh wow, maintain the pace, okay.
Over finish. Easy right to stop.
3, 2, 1, and 0. Right on time. Right down to the 100th of a second. Well, not down to the 100th. Down to the 10th. Only 1/100th off. Not bad, not bad. Part of the fun of these stages, or these regularities too, in real life, with me doing it in an older car, is also I find it a little more challenging.
The crew will have to be pleased with that one as it moves them up the table. They absolutely flew down that stage.
Nice. We actually moved up in the standings on that regularity. Up from what was I before? 17th. Now we're up to 14th. Now we're in the top half. It's gonna be hard to come into the top 3 at this point, but we're gonna keep going. So the dang it, I was thinking of something while I was in that regularity. Ah, yes, that's what it was. So on this rally here, the hunting of the Snark, my usual co-driver, a friend of mine that I went to high school with, he couldn't make the rally. So I actually had my dad be the co-driver for this one. He had actually competed in the Snowball Rally once. So Snowball is generally the pretty entry level in terms of roads that we're sent on. It's a winter rally, but it's usually pretty mild in terms of the complexity of the roads. Nothing too crazy and for difficulty in navigation. But hunting the Snark is, actually I think it even says in here, this is the final event of the 2018 Calgary Sports Car Club TSD series. So my dad is sort of like me. He doesn't get motion sick very easily. He was a pilot, so he's dealt with flying blind, flying off of instruments, stuff like that. But yeah, early in the road, you look at this. Lots of looks like straight on roads. All the turns that are labeled are basically just intersections. But as we worked our way west, where were we at the start here? Hunting of the Snark. Did that start? Yeah, Stony Trail West. We started in Calgary. North Edmonton Trail, Yankee Valley Boulevard, so we went to Airdrie. This is a transit that I'm looking at here. The regulators themselves don't actually tell us the road names. It's all based off of visible references, like sign on the left, and sometimes might not even say what the sign on the left is. There's a sign on the left, turn at that intersection, sort of thing, and gives you the odometer distance that you should be at that point anyway. So a little more complicated stuff. We got bridge crossing, some bends in the road, but we went, if you're familiar with I know Astra, you're probably familiar with this because you're from the area, but if anyone else ever watches this not from the area in Alberta towards the west, once you get into the mountains, foothills, and then further into the mountains, there's it's called the Forestry Trunk Road, and it's pretty very, I think it's very poorly maintained. It's a logging road, lots of logging trucks through the mountains. I say poorly maintained, it might not even be maintained by the government at all, for that matter, actually. But really twisty. Certain areas don't even have guardrails. There's basically just like a sharp drop off on the side of the road in certain areas. And if you look at this section here, it's all bends, and some of these ones here, yeah, basically caution, hard left, caution, hard right, caution, right tightens, deceptive, huge exposure. And there's a left with keep left, caution, hard right, caution, long, hard left, don't cut, culvert on the inside, caution, medium right, icy, caution, medium right with exposure, icy conditions ahead, caution, hard right, exposure. Like, it got into some pretty, turn around in the clearing. Okay, yes, that was the end of the regularity. Yes, some pretty twisty and what you could call treacherous roads for sure. And my dad actually, at one point, he's always like, it's like, Emerson, I hope there's no intersections coming up, because I need to stop reading. I need to watch the road. I am getting motion sick. I'm gonna throw up because this is at this point. This one started in the afternoon. I want to say it ended around 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night, but it's in the winter. So it was, it was in November 10th of 2018. Definitely ended deep into the night. So it was dark out at this point, so there's no visual references for him to see. He's just head down like this, not looking out the road, just reading the book, and we're going back and forth like this, and he got motion sick. I've never tried doing co-driving in any magnitude, but I was like, at that point, I'm like, okay, I think I can figure it out. Just maybe glance down every once in a while, tell me the odometer readings for any of the intersections where we need to actually make a turn. But yeah, just don't worry about the road. I'll just drive carefully. I'll slow down my pace. We're gonna not worry about showing up on time. We're just gonna make sure we don't run off the edge of the road. And actually, I won't name drop him, but the guy that organizes these rallies, he's a fantastic guy. He plans these rallies to be quite challenging most of the time. But when we got to, I think actually it just so happened to be that one that I was just reading out some of the notes for right there. We got to the, I don't know what you want to call the area where we waited, because basically we went that way, we got to a point where we could turn around, and then the next regularity was the same road in the reverse direction, so we didn't want to have head-on traffic, even though we're just driving on public roads. But because, just to be extra cautious, we waited for everyone to finish before we started the next regularity. But we got there, and the organizer, I could tell he was very worried, because there was one of the rookie drivers hadn't turned up yet, and him and one of the sweep vehicles, they went back trying to find him, trying to see if a car went off or something. He was, I could tell he was worried sick. Like, we tried to ask him, he was like sorry guys, I can't talk right now. Luckily nothing happened to the guy. He was fine. He actually turned up while he was out looking for them. He didn't realize they had actually made it at that point, so eventually they came back, and I could tell there was a huge amount of relief when he made it back to the waiting area, that this rookie had actually, in fact, made it to the finish. He just got turned around, got a little lost, but he made it. That was a very challenging rally. That's the one where I got a medal for first historic driver, and like I said at the start of the stream, that was first of one in class. So. But it's kind of fun. I finished. It was challenging. It was very challenging. I think I'm grateful for the medal because it was hard enough just making it to the finish in general. So, anyways, we're going to move on to the next regularity and see if we can clean up a little bit here, because we've accumulated quite a few points here. This is the second last regularity here. It does appear that the stream has smoothed out a little bit.
With all still to play for, the drivers will be looking to push hard here to gain any advantage they can.
Yeah, we've got some work to do. Again, the co-driver not telling me what the target average speed is. What is it? 53 again. Okay.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Medium right. Drop your pace slightly. Go straight. Increase the pace a bit. Go right here. Current pace is good. Hard left through dip. Reduce your pace a little. Medium left. Keep this pace. Drop your pace slightly. Pick up the pace slightly. Hold your current pace. Hard right.
What I'm going to have to...
Medium right. Medium left.
Sorry, I'm going to focus on the notes here for a minute. I'll get back to that thought in a little while.
Go left here. Pick up your pace.
Well, I'm going to have to take a look to see if the
Reduce your pace.
WRC clubs mode allows for TSD Rally, not just stage rally, because I would love to maybe host a TSD club at some point. I think that could be a good time.
Drop your pace slightly. Acute hairpin left.
Not as challenging a stage rally in terms of driving, that's for sure, but it's a fun exercise in concentration and discipline. It is fun.
Go right here.
Oh boy, gonna be... Let's
That
not go
sector was
below the
great.
minimum speed.
We're on course to arrive on time.
So far, so good. This is a good stage so far.
Increase the pace a bit. Medium left. Keep this pace. Reduce your pace a little. This pace is good. Keep it up.
Feeling good about this one.
Medium left. Caution. Hard left.
Ooh, let's get back on track here.
Need to pick up the pace a lot. You really need to reduce your pace. right. Hold this pace. Hard left. Need to pick up the pace along. Downhill now, watch your speed. Drop your pace slightly. Increase the pace a bit. Drop your pace slightly. Hard right. Medium right. Increase your pace. Hard left. Decent sector, water splash.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Reduce your pace a little. Medium right. This pace is good, keep it up. Hard left, unseen. Water splash, medium left. Need to pick up the pace along, medium right.
Oh boy.
Medium right. Turn hard right to the crest. Narrows. Drop your pace slightly. Unseen. Medium right. Current pace is good.
I'm feeling good about this regularity. I think this is going to be a good one.
Left. Go straight. Medium right. Go right here. Uphill section. Medium right, slowing. Turn, hairpin left. Increase your pace. Make sure you don't come to a complete stop. Medium right of the crest. Medium left. Hairpin right. We arrived too early.
Oh, way
that
too
sector.
early. Way too early. Okay, let's nail this last section.
Hairpin left.
At this point, I'd be telling my co-driver, please, more updates on the time, more frequently, please. But I can't be telling my virtual co-driver that because he don't listen to me.
Drop your pace slightly. We're on course to arrive on time. Hard right. Pick up the pace slightly. Hairpin left. Hard left. pick up the pace along. Medium right. Hard left. Medium left of the crest. Increase the pace a bit. Hairpin left.
Whoop, that's not it. That's it there.
Need to pick up the pace along. Hard right. Medium left.
Come on, back to the road. Come on, back to the road. Come on. There we go.
Pick up your pace.
Still gotta pick up my pace. Okay, okay. That's gotta be close now. Gotta be close.
Need to pick up the pace along.
Oh, still more.
Hairpin
Okay.
right. Hard left. Hard right.
No, no, I stalled it. Come on. I got 4 seconds to get to the finish. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. No. Come on, where's that traction? There it is. Ooh, bad last little bit of the sector there. Oh, man, 14 penalty points. Ouch. Okay. We got one more. Ooh, run into the marshal there again. One more really long regularity before this rally's done. Let's see where that put us. Oof.
Great job.
That's rough. That's really really rough. Everyone's tires getting pretty worn out. I don't think there's any service stops on this this rally, and that's definitely my bad. Hopefully I don't pick up a flat somewhere. Ooh, ow. Did I ever fall down the standings on that one? It's not going to be too terribly difficult to get back up into the teens, at least. I think that's completely out of the question to end up in the top 10, though, at this point. But before we go to the last regularity, we'll do one last story time about the rallies. Do I have the route book for it here? I don't. Nor do I know where it is. Not that it really matters. I mean, it looks like just all the other ones. It's a book with a bunch of notes in there. Because someone at work asked me about this earlier today, I'll just quickly show it, and then I'll get onto the story I was talking about here. On the back of every route book, you got a red cross, and then on the inside of the back cover, you have OK. So if you ever need to stop on the side of the road for anything like literally a pee break, that's where I needed to use these the most, because they're out in the middle of nowhere. Drinking lots of water because keep you hydrated, because it is just so dry and dusty sometimes. Basically, if you're gonna stop on the side of the road, put this on the back rear window of your car, or on the get your co-driver to hold it. Sorry, not this. Otherwise, people are gonna stop and try and help you. This one, to signify that everything's okay and people don't need to stop. But the main, if you ever have an accident and you're hurt, or if you're stuck stranded and you need help, you need this one. Especially because that's there, because lots of the stages are, you're out in the middle of nowhere, there's no cell reception. If you need help, best to get one of the sweep vehicles to come and help you, and especially in an emergency situation. Anyways, the last little bit of just fun adventures in TSD rallies to talk about was the 2017. I think it must have been 2017 loop rally. This is my second of the 3 times I've competed in the loop rally. It was again in my my 1970 Maverick. The only time I used a different one was when I did this. Now I'm questioning. No, I think I did. I may have done 2 rallies in my 1977 Maverick that I had for a little while. Anyways, sorry, I lost my train of thought. Anyway, so the second of 3 times doing the loop rally. This one was with a new co-driver to meet. My my usual co-driver. This was kind of hectic, and unfortunate circumstances, especially with the timing, but unfortunate circumstances regardless. My co-driver, we were on our way down to compete in the Silver State Classic Challenge, so probably more likely the Nevada Open Road Challenge, in May, down in Nevada, which is sort of like a TSD rally, but it's actually on a closed highway and at speed. But anyways, on our way down, we knew this was right around the corner, but his father passed away on our way south. But he pressed on. We went and competed in the Silver State Classic anyways. But there was literally the weekend after the race in Nevada that we were going to be doing the loop rally, and he figured like well, my dad, I spoke to my dad the night before we left, and he said that even if I pass tonight, I want you to go down and compete in this race. So sorry, I'm like a little teary-eyed here because it's really sad. One of my best friends, and very unfortunate that he lost his father so early. Anyways, got back home. He figured it was best that he backs out of co-driving for me in the loop rally, which totally understand it, and I didn't have anything against him backing out. I probably would do the same, but if it were my father, but I still wanted to compete, so I needed a new co-driver in short notice. I couldn't find anyone on my own, so the rally organizer actually popped the question with some of the checkpoint workers. One of them agreed to step back from his checkpointing duties and come help me, however with one stipulation, because he helped with the route check. He kind of knew his way on the stages already. We could not compete in any class except for paper class, which means no calculators, no digital odometers, no GPS, pen and paper only, which was very challenging because my car is in miles per hour and odometer is of course is in miles, and the route books are in kilometers, so that made it especially challenging for us. And on top of that, the loop rally usually goes quite a ways south in the province down to the Pincher Creek area, and through the drier southern Alberta climate. And at that time of year, again, more unfortunate circumstances, there was some pretty serious forest fires happening in southern Alberta at that point in time in the mountains. Maybe not necessarily exactly where these rally stages were going to be, but close enough that's like, you know what, it would be irresponsible for us to have the rally in that area. He had already done all the route checks for that area, and then the forest fire starts, like, you know what, last minute decision, rather than canceling the rally, we're just going to use different stages for a different rally, which is called the Trail of the Gnu, which is notoriously the most punishing and hardest rallies of the TSD calendar, typically. So during tech inspection, again, this is Loop Rally. So when we don't get the route book until the clock strikes 0 for each driver, they hand you the book, away you go, and no pre-planning of your route or any calculations on speed or anything like that. But so during tech inspection for my car, it's pretty rudimentary tech inspection. Basically, your basic daily driver is something that can be used to compete in a TSD rally. So just go over safety things like, do your wipers work? Do your headlights work? Do your brake lights work? The only thing extra is you need a first aid kit, you need a fire extinguisher. Anyways, that's aside from the point. That's just the tech inspection stipulations. He had asked me as he's kind of going through the checklist, like, have you done the Trail of the GNU before? I'm like, no, I don't think I have a car that is fit for those roads. It's a lot that the Trail of the GNU, I had seen pictures of it prior to this, and some of the roads that they're on, it's like washed out roads through dips and ruts, and honestly, it looks like if you don't have the ground clearance of an SUV, at least good luck finishing. So I asked him at that point, like, is this a hint? Are we on Trail of the GNU stages? And he's like, can't tell you to get your route book. I'm like, oh shucks. And sure enough, yes, rather than going down to going south from Calgary towards the down to the Pincher Creek area and the mountains down south, instead we went north towards the Sundre area, which is it's still technically southern Alberta, but it's definitely a lot muckier in that area. And while it's not the same time of year that the Trail of the GNU is usually held, sorry, I'm just trying to have to compete with the volume of the replay in the background, I feel like. I also realize I've got the audio source playing twice. Let me mute one of those. Now with one of those muted, that should be a little bit better. So yeah, this time of year for the Loop Rally, not quite as wet and mucky as the time of year as Trail of the GNU, but still roads completely washed out, rough roads. This is again in the forestry trunk road kind of area, sort of at least in the immediate area, probably the most heavily traveled by logging trucks and stuff like that. So really, really bumpy roads. And again, back to traditions for the Loop Rally, starting in the evening, basically starting at sunset, going all night, finishing at sunrise. Oh, and on top of that, the night I was prepping my car for the rally, I got a piece of dirt in my eye. And I scratched my eye. And it was excruciatingly painful. It took me a good while to get that dirt out of the eye. And scratched it badly. I thought for sure I was going to have to call it off. I could not successfully get the day off of work prior to this, so I worked all day. I went home. I swapped my all-season tires for my mud and snow tires because it was a requirement for this rally. And had a quick 2-hour nap and then headed straight there. So I was running on a full day of work, a 2-hour nap, and probably a can of Red Bull. Meeting my co-driver for the first time. Great guy. He actually has co-drove for me again since then. But yeah, he's a little bit more in tune with the rally community, and kind of a little more comfortable, I think, in a car going fast on a road where you can't see where you're going. Because later on in the rally, I had a Lancer Evolution right behind me, and he was probably close to on time, but I was like easily at least a minute behind my pace. And he's telling me, like, go faster, trust me, the notes are good, I know when the corners are coming. I was like, that only tells you about like the really, really bad corners, doesn't really say much about the kind of bad corners. And we're basically technically within the speed limit, but driving pretty questionable speeds on these roads considering the time of night. And already had a close call with a deer that night. I'm not selling this whole idea of TSD. Trust me, it is a lot of fun, but it is challenging. And if you ever do a TSD, please don't go beyond your limits. Just, you don't have safety equipment. You're not in a car with a roll cage. Drive appropriately for how your car is equipped. And he's telling me, like, go faster, faster, faster. I'm like, I can't go any faster mentally. Like, I am so tired. I'm so exhausted. I need to slow down. We did very poorly in terms of scoring, but very challenging. Some of the roads, yeah, completely washed out. Not like the pictures I had seen of Trail of Canoe, but not much better. Like, splashing through the water, and then the road was so... I had never driven on a road as mucky or greasy before. It's like... It's not like when you're driving in that kind of mud. It's not the same kind of slipperiness that you get in snow or ice. It's really weird feeling. You can feel it like squishing as you go over with the car, and the car is sinking in. You're stepping on the gas, trying to gain a little bit of traction just to get out of it before you're completely stuck. The drivers in the Mitsubishi Lancer behind me at one of those checkpoints is like, is your car okay? I'm like, it's like, I think so. It's like, okay, we're only asking that because like there's literal sparks coming up front of your car because your car's bottoming out because this road is so rough, and like some of the rocks, like I could see them. I was trying to, I don't have a skid plate on my car. I'm trying to not rip open my oil pan on some of these rocks. Like, very, very challenging road. But that was quite an adventure. At one point during one of the fuel stops, I literally took I set an alarm on my phone for 30 minutes or 20 minutes or however much time we had, because I needed sleep. Like, I was so incredibly tired. And then after that, I also had to go drop off my co-driver at his truck, and then I had to drive home. I think I slept the next day until like well past dark. Like, it was like multiple days to get caught up on sleep. Anyways, moving on to the final regularity. This is going to be a long one. This is going to be the make or break for the event. Thanks again. If anyone's, I don't think anyone's tuned in at the moment, but for those of you that have tuned in, thanks for watching. And anyone that's watching after the fact, I hope I've sold you on maybe competing in a TSD rally at some point, because it really is a ton of fun. And at the very least, give it a try in EA WRC. I mean, like, it's not a perfect example of what TSD Rally is like, but just the fact that it has even been included in a game is kind of awesome, because it's sort of a underappreciated form of motorsports.
63 kilometers per hour.
Slightly faster target average speed this time. We've got quite a ways to go. We've got over 30 kilometers, I think, on this regularity. Let's see what we can do.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, sorry. I saw that the stream was running slowly again. As soon as I paused it, it seemed to have smoothed out. So, I guess we'll carry on here.
Reduce your pace a little.
Sorry, a little distracted with the stream performance.
Don't come to a stop or we'll be penalised. Pick up the pace slightly. Medium right. Mind the speed limit. Drop your tempo by a lot.
Okay, so we popped back up. In fact, we've actually overcompensated a little bit.
Left, keep right. Medium left. Pick up your pace. Hold this pace. Pick up your pace. Medium left. Need to pick up the pace a lot. Medium right. Medium left. Medium left. Hard right. Great work.
Could have been better. Could have been better.
Tightens medium. Lower your pace. Go right here. Hard right. Might need to push more on this uphill section. Hard left. Hard right. Increase the pace a bit. Hard right. Through dip. Medium left of the crest. Medium left.
Definitely a little bit more of an engaging drive this time. A hint on the challenging side for sure.
Pick up the pace slightly. See. Hard left.
Where is it? Where is it? There it is.
Hard right. Hard right. Hard left. Medium left.
I really like to know if I'm on time or not.
Hard right. Hard left. Hard right. Medium left.
This is starting to feel a little bit more like stage rally pace. Not quite stage rally pace, but definitely pushing a little bit.
Medium right.
There's the checkpoint.
We were off pace in that second.
Whew, that was tough.
Lower your pace.
Whew, sorry,
To arrive on time.
got into the zone there for a little bit and said reduce your pace, and I'm like, oh man, okay, I gotta stop pushing.
Drop your pace slightly.
And that's sometimes part of the trouble, or some of the part of the challenge with TSD Rally is you get in the zone for driving hard, then all of a sudden your co-driver's like, dude, slow down. We're gonna be way early.
Slowing. Hard right. Go left here. Increase your pace. Reduce your pace. Reduce your pace a little. Lower your pace. Go left approaching a more open section. Pick up your pace. Go right here.
There's the checkpoint there. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not.
Our pace was too high in that sector.
Oh, no, that was it. Dang it.
Medium left.
This is so challenging.
Hold this pace. Go right here.
I think having the progress bar turned off on the left-hand side on top of increasing the difficulty almost made this a little bit too challenging. If you want the best
Drop your pace slightly.
TSD experience, I do recommend taking off the progress bar off the left. But
Keep this pace.
AI at 100% is actually quite challenging. I think maybe I'd dial it back to maybe...
Increase your pace.
I think I had it at 90% before, and I think maybe that might be the sweet spot for
Go straight.
for my liking anyways.
Medium right. Past junction.
And now I've forgotten if I'm ahead or behind. I can't remember the last thing you said, so I'm just going to try and average,
Increase the pace a bit.
or drive at the average. Okay, there it is. Increase pace.
Current pace is good. Pick up the pace slightly. Increase your pace. Go straight.
We should be seeing the checkpoint pretty soon here. There it is. Okay, let's try and get across right on time here. Not quite going to happen.
That sector was great. Hard right.
Close, though.
Through dip. Go straight. Reduce your pace. Reduce your pace a little. Try to maintain this pace. Hairpin right. Hard left. Road gets more twisty from here.
Okay, road gets twisty. Let's push it then.
Hard right. Hard left. Go straight.
Tires are definitely getting worn out.
Hard left. Hard right. Pick up your pace.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. This is a tough section of road.
Need to pick up the pace a little. Go right here. Go straight. Medium right. Medium left of the crest. Go straight. Medium right. Through junction.
Don't know if I'm on time or not. Come on, tell me, buddy. Tell me. Are we on time?
Hard right. Unseen. Hard left. Go straight.
There's the checkpoint right there.
Too late to that sector.
Could have been worse.
Medium left. Hold this pace. Drop your pace slightly. Try to maintain this pace.
Okay, this might be a good sector.
It's a faster section. Hold your current pace. Go left here. Increase your pace. Drop your pace slightly. Try to maintain this pace. Go left here. Hard right. Medium left.
Whoa, okay. Tighter than I expected.
Medium right. Hard left. Medium right. We're off pace in that sector. Medium right. Medium left. Keep this pace. Go right here. Need to pick up the pace along. Medium left.
Tires are definitely
Pace.
quite badly worn. It's I've lost so much traction.
Try to maintain this pace. Hard right. Medium left. Reduce your pace a little.
I'm starting to find it a little easier
Increase
to,
the pace a bit.
rather than watch the speedometer, let's watch my tachometer in third
This
gear.
pace.
On my Sim Hub dashboard, which you can't see because it's on my phone screen. Oh, there goes my camera. Around 5,000 RPM in third gear is about perfect.
Great work. Go
Okay,
right.
1 second. Let's get the next camera battery going. I didn't think I'd go through 2 batteries on the stream. And we should be back any second here. There we are. We're back. We're getting close to the end of this stage anyways. Well, maybe not. I don't actually know how many kilometers we are in. Anyways, we're going to resume.
Need to pick up the pace along. Keep this pace. Right entry chicane. Go right here. Need to pick up the pace along. Drop your pace slightly. Hard right, go right here. Pick up the pace slightly. Hard left, go left here. Pick up your pace. Go right here. Go left here.
I don't see the checkpoint. There it is.
We arrived too late to that sector.
Man, could be doing way better. Oh, someone's got 203 points? Jeez.
Hairpin right. Button C, medium left. Medium left. Hard right. Medium left. Medium right.
Whoa.
Medium left. Go straight. Hard right.
Whoa.
Need to pick up the pace along. Hard left. Medium right. Hard right.
Whoa.
Hard left. This pace is good. Keep it up. Go straight. Pick up your pace. Need to pick up the pace along. Go left here.
I'm hoping we get a little bit of visual reference to see this checkpoint. Come on, 2 seconds away, 1 second. Where the heck is it? There it is.
Go straight. We were behind the pace in that sector.
Oh my goodness. No, 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 no,
20
no.
penalty points for stopping. Get moving or we'll be disqualified.
No. It's about the worst thing that could have happened right there.
Left entry chicane. Increase your pace. Go left here. Need to pick up the pace along. You really need to reduce your pace.
Man, I thought I was way behind. Didn't think I would catch up that quickly.
Hold this pace. Twisty section ahead. Medium right. Increase the pace a bit. Medium left. Slowing. Caution. Hard right. Need to pick up the pace along. Hard left. Medium right. Medium left. Medium right. Hard left and crest.
I have so little traction left in these tires. It is so slippery.
Go right here. We need to do better in the next sector. Hairpin left. Reduce your pace. Medium left. We're on course to arrive on time. Reduce your pace a little. Medium right. Medium left. Pick up your pace. Medium right. Medium left. Pick up the pace slightly. Medium right. Increase your pace. Medium left through dip. Increase the pace a bit. Pick up your pace. Medium left. Pick up the pace slightly. Medium left. Hard right. Caution, medium right, unseen. Hard left. Hard right. Hard left. Good sector. Medium right. Medium right. Unseen. Hard left.
Trying to average 63
Increase your pace.
in this section is a
Hard right.
little tougher.
Try to maintain this pace. Medium right.
Yeah, I'll get to on time, and then all of a sudden,
Drop your pace slightly. Go straight.
all of a sudden I'm on top of the. Sorry, I'm getting kind of confused here.
Hold your current
Right on
pace.
time, then all of a sudden I'm holding that speed in a twisty section, then immediately on top of the checkpoint.
Increase your pace. Hard left through dip.
With not enough time to increase my pace again.
Increase the pace a bit. Medium left. Reduce your pace a little. Current pace is good. Hard right.
4,
Medium
3,
right.
2, 1,
Medium
0.
left.
Perfect. That's better.
Go left here. Need to pick up the pace along. Lower your pace. Try to maintain this pace. Hard right. Need to pick up the pace along. Acute hairpin left. Pick up your pace. Go right here. Increase the pace a bit.
That was a fun little section of road.
This pace is good. Keep it up. Medium left. Pick up the pace slightly. Hold your current pace. Medium left.
Should be coming up to the checkpoint any second now.
Left.
There it is.
That sector was great. Drop your pace slightly.
This is more like the length of the regularities in regular TSD Rally.
Hard left.
And by regular, I mean real life.
Need to pick up
Whoa.
the pace along. Downhill section here. Reduce your pace. Increase the pace a bit. Hard right.
If I really wanted to get a little bit more accurate, the top corner up in that direction, the timer in the top right of the screen, getting rid of that would be the one thing to make it a little bit more
Splash.
on par with doing this in real life.
Lower your pace. Pick up the pace slightly. Medium right. Hard left, unseen. Water splash, medium left. Medium right. Good sector. Medium right. Turn hard right to the crest. Narrows.
Getting close to the end of the stage here. It's got to be getting close to the end of the stage. We're still
Pick up the pace along.
hurting pretty bad from that penalty early on when I stalled the engine and got a penalty for not moving.
Drop your tempo by a lot. Hairpin left. Go straight.
Oh, no, don't stall again.
Penalty points for stopping.
Dang it, dang it, dang it.
Prevent for stopping too long.
Oh, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt.
Go right here. Uphill section.
Oh! That's not good. That's not good. Didn't stall. At least let's keep moving.
Need to pick up the pace along. Medium right.
These tires have gotten so slippery.
Hairpin left.
Okay, now we're gonna have to basically drive this like stage rally for the rest of this checkpoint at least. Ah,
20 penalty points for stopping on stage.
that's basically
Will be disqualified.
end of our rally there. That's gonna hurt us so bad.
Right to the crest. Medium left. Hairpin right.
It's got no traction left in these tires.
Need to pick up the pace along. Hairpin left.
Man, we're a full
Hairpin right.
20 seconds behind. Those hairpins are tough to keep your speed up if you mess it up.
Hard right.
Right, it's per checkpoint, per checkpoint. I don't need to be going this fast anymore.
Hairpin left. Hard left. Need to pick up the pace along. Medium right. Hard left. Medium left to the crest.
I can't keep it on the road anymore because there's just no traction left. Okay, we're nearing the end of the regularity here.
Medium left.
I've been saying that for a while, but now I know for a fact that we're getting close because that arch was there.
Increase the pace a bit. Hairpin right. Keep this pace. Hard left, hard right. Hairpin left. Over finish to stop.
Oh man, was that tough. Ouch. 131 points. Not last place, I don't think. But, not
Wow, they will be
the result I needed.
excellent stage for this.
Huh.
Moves them up the standings.
Moves me up the standings? I think I was in what? Oh, I had fallen way down in the standings before that last one. Yeah. So I think I'm only moving up because that Estonian driver, and I don't recognize that flag. Nor am I going to try to pronounce that name. The one that finished in 30th. Oh, there's a couple more. There's a Japanese driver and a French driver there. They all finished below me. Okay, so I can believe I moved up a little bit. But where does that put me at the finish? A whopping 28th out of 32. Ooh. Man. That was tough. I think I'm definitely going to be doing some more TSD Rally, or Regularity Rally, I guess it's called here, in EA WRC. It's a lot of fun. Definitely good for learning the stages prior to doing a stage rally event, which is exactly why I picked this location. Like I said, GP Labs has his Rally Pacifico. You know what? I need to just pull up how he advertised it online, because it just sounds so funny. Wasn't here. Where the heck did he sort of promote this event? Is it in here? Nope. There it is. Rally. Where on earth did he post it? It's killing me. I want to know where it is. Sorry, bear with me here. I just want to read out the description of his rally. There it is. Panorama Pacifico. he's calling it. So he says, heading to the South Pacific for Panorama Pacifico. A tropical paradise awaits with beautiful trees and beach. Oh, wait. Apparently there's a typhoon coming. 135 kilometers in the muddiest jungle imaginable. Prepare the swamp spec. We will head for 2 days, kicking off in the middle of the night. For the first day features a short... Sorry, in the middle of the night. The first day features a short service. Halfway through, we will let you graciously rest the second night before continuing the final day slog across the entire stretch and back. So get your malaria shot and report to the starting line. So I've registered for that. It's going on for another handful of days here. So Friday or Saturday. Ooh, man, is that car ever filthy. Let's just get back to the menu here. Clubs. Oops, nope, wrong one. Clubs. What do we got? We got 5 days and 9 hours. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, definitely. So planning for Saturday. You heard it here first. Saturday we're doing Panorama Pacifico. And we'll see if we do a little bit better there than we did on this little TSD Rally. If you like the looks of TSD Rally, please enter your local sports car club's TSD Rally if they're hosting one. There's a little bit of a rumbling that Calgary Sports Car Club is going to bring back some TSD rallies. Fingers crossed, knock on wood, coming in January, and I'm hoping to enter in one again. Medals and trophies are cool, but for whatever reason, these are the things I like to take to remember those rallies from. It feels like an adventure every time. It is so much fun. Couldn't recommend it enough. If you don't have a car you're willing to take onto these backwoods roads, or you don't have a local club doing TSD rallies, I encourage you to try the Regularity Rally mode. You can find it in the quick play section in WRC. You can go to create Regularity Rally right there, and it's fun. It's and also great way of getting used to the physics of the game, getting used to a certain rally location, and it's also just kind of just a little bit more chill and just trying and failing to take a stage at speed when you're just not quite in the zone for doing some high speed stage rally. So that's it for tonight. Thanks for those of you that tuned in. I'll definitely be doing more WRC streams. I might have to install this game on my laptop. The stream was smooth for the last little bit, but the game does still have some frame rate lag. Yes, I do agree. VR support would be fantastic. It's not even showing anyone's watching right now. So, hello, Jack. Thanks for tuning in right at the end here. Or maybe you've been tuned in for a while. Who knows? But yeah, VR support's gonna be phenomenal in this once it works. I'm pretty sure this PC is not gonna handle it, but I'll install it on my laptop at that point for sure. Anyways, talk to you guys later. Cheers.